Narayan, there's a general perception, maybe it's a misunderstanding but it's a perception that HR is more a controller than an enabler. So is that one of the reasons why startup entrepreneurs are reluctant to bring in the controllers in the early stages of the evolution of the startup?
First, let me articulate it a little differently. First, there's a business need in which the founder needs to make the choice, right? The second is yes, because what is HR's role, being of the past, right? Is what we do is we are good in creating frameworks, guidelines, and processes, and let them live the life as long it exists. We don't look at evolution. We don't look at modifying. We don't look at, because what is HR's role is we need to create framework, and this is the era of personal management and human resources,
right?
Which was of 1990s and 2000, where we wanted frameworks so that it is repeatable. The processes are repeatable, so that we get in more efficiency, like Six Sigma of the world, and that largely would happen in large, high-scale growth organization. While in most startups, because there's innovation involved, the more early you start putting these practices in place and curtailing employees and their innovation, right? Because there's a wonderful correlation. The more processes you put, people will take asylum in them and stop innovating.
Right.
And they won't be as agile as they could be. The second and the other important, if you inundate a startup very early on with more processes, then your agility takes a beating.
Right.
And even most importantly, what is going to happen is the founder's growth in managing complexity, because the learning for a founder comes from when he looks at different dimensions of business. One is product, one is on the financial side, and the one is on the people side. Now, in all the three dimensions, the founder also needs to learn, and it's his playground. And the most important opportunity for the founders learning to amalgamate all the three of product, profit, and people learning comes in those early stages. And someone who could not inundate the organization with a lot of processes, and make the founder's life more difficult, because then he needs to read well upon, how is he going to bring back innovation? Because innovation propels profitability, right? Efficiency propels a little bit of increase in value. So hence, the founders need to very clearly understand, and this is one of the reasons HR practitioners, seasoned HR practitioners, I would say, because they need to be brought in at the right stage. And sometimes, as a matter of fact, we recommend founders not to hire senior, because then what is going to happen is, if it's only strategic in nature, then that's when we recommend them to bring in more seasoned professionals.
Right.
Or else someone who's more tactical, someone who's on the ground, feet on street, who's an hustler, who can go back and deliver value and things, are the ones we recommend.